Ally Navarrete alongside Matt Scalzo and Cam Manna for Postgame Tomahawk Talk. The Braves with a big win at Chatham tonight. Huge part of that was the starting pitcher, Henry Weicker. He showed some serious resilience on the mound. Cam, talk about it.
Yeah, I brought it up during pregame. Going to sound like a broken record. First pitch strikes and starting out batters with strikes. You let Weicker get in that rhythm, and that's what he did from the very beginning, but also got into some early jams. Chatham had base runners on, but the defense of Bourne and Weicker bearing down the resilience that we talked about once again. 4 strikeouts for Weicker on the 6 hits, only 1 run allowed. He looked really good. Pounding the strike zone, got into a rhythm. He worked that pace too, worked quick, slowed down, elevated fastballs. Everything was really working for the Southpaw.
Meanwhile, it wasn't just pitching tonight. The performance was so well balanced, and a lot of that came on offense. Matt, so many hits. Talk about it.
Yeah, 15 hits for the Braves, highest offensive output with 11 runs. The biggest thing was that, they were patient early on against Brody Breck. We talked about in the open, such a talented pitcher. But he's dealt with control issues. You got to work those counts to him. That's exactly what they did. And another great thing they did, they got runners on in every single inning. There was not a 1, 2, 3 inning for Bourne in their offensive side at all tonight. I think that just speaks volumes to how this team has grown, how they've continued to develop, and those runners in scoring position troubles were not problems tonight.
And some new stars shining for the Braves. Brett Callahan, a crazy impact standout game for him.
Yeah, no hits coming into last night's game against Wareham. He had 2 hits last night, first 3 ABs. He had 3 hits today, also a pair of RBIs for Callahan. Seeing the ball so well, and I think it goes back to simplifying the hitting overall. Callahan's kind of that guy, slapping the ball the other way, being able to see pitches, working long at-bats. That's big, a guy that was batting 6th in the order, so the balance for Scott Landers' lineup is also important as well. So a huge night for Brett Callahan, something you want to see if you can turn over tomorrow as well.
And some serious momentum. I mean, the biggest thing, Bourne going into a 5-game homestand starting tomorrow against Cotuit. What does this mean for the team right now?
Oh, it's huge for morale. You talked about it. 5 straight games at home after you start 7 of your first 8 on the road. Now 7 of your next 8 are back at home at Bourne Park. And, it just gets momentum going a bit more. You had a game last night where you had it in your grasp. It could be 3 straight wins. You let it slip, but now you bounce back. You have a huge offensive output, a dominant 11-1 win. Carry that momentum forward. You're going against Cotuit, who you lost 1-0 to, but you were right in that game that entire way. You're hoping the bats can stay hot and keep it going tomorrow night.
Back at Bourne Park tomorrow against Cotuit. Cam, Matt, and I will be there on the call as always. Ally Navarrete here post-game. The Bravos finally get win number 2, and I'm here with our player of the game, Brett Callahan. Brett, you had your best game yet. How did it feel?
I mean, it felt good, saw some good pitching and was able to put my bat on the ball and just gave me confidence and gave the team confidence going forward.
Obviously, last night was pretty tough. How does it feel to bounce back in such a big way today?
I think that, it feels great. We just kept scoring and extended our lead to a point where we had it in the bag, and it felt good to be on the other end of it today.
And tomorrow, you guys will finally start a long home stretch. Are you guys excited to be back at Bourne Park and off the road?
I mean, I haven't even played at Bourne Park yet, so we'll see. But I'm excited for sure. It'll be fun.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Brett.